Hello and welcome to the Management Information Systems Group Project Report for Andrew Gill and Elizabeth Evans. As you can see, our company of choice is Gold Medal Travel Group plc, but in particular one of their subordinate companies, netflights.com. So what does Netflights do and what's their business model? Well, it's very simple really. They broker holidays between the consumer and 135 airlines, over 30,000 hotels in 1,500 worldwide destinations, and can also offer car hire in 50 different countries. Now, because of the sheer number of bookings they process, they can use economies of scale to block book flights and hotels, leaving them free to pass on very sizable savings to their consumers in order to build customer loyalty and brand awareness, and further ensuring their growth. As you can see from this page of awards and recognitions, they've been highly decorated in their area, particularly throughout 2009, 2007, paying particular attention to the Travel Weekly Globe Awards throughout every year over the last three. So, what's their website like? Well, as you can see, it's very clear, it's very simple. What it really manages to encapsulate very, very well, and the reason we chose it, is its ability to actually allow the customer to book a complex holiday in a very, very simple manner. As you can see on the left, the easy search bar with all of the search options needed to find your perfect holiday, all of the week's deals thrown into the middle, and across the top the site broken down by the homepage, the flights, hotels, holidays, car hire, special offers again, travel guides, and furthermore the consumer's basket so they can see what they've bought. Moving down to the bottom of the page, we can see more deals furthermore, and towards the bottom of the page an information bar based on and around travel essentials, covering airport parking, visa waiver program, a visa service, lounge passes, a legroom chart, which is particularly important to a lot of people, the stopover guide, and the all-important baggage allowances. So what competitive advantages do Netflights have? Well, being an e-business, they've got certain advantages over traditional high street travel agencies, which do form a portion of their competitors, and these advantages are certainly only possible through the use and development of information systems. For example, a customer can be served at any time from the convenience of their own home. The company has minimal overheads on rent, and they have less employees, further reducing their rental costs. But what advantages do they have over other online companies? Well, certainly the major influencing factors, if you're going to choose which website to book from, are going to be the type of holiday, the price of the holiday, the availability of the holiday. The reputation of the company certainly comes into it for most people. Ease of booking, as we pointed out on Netflights' website, certainly an advantage there. But going back to exactly how information systems are used to obtain a competitive advantage from the business point of view, the company director's ability to make tactical decisions on. As we can see in this case study, on the 18th of September last year, IBM actually published details of how they've helped Gold Medal Travel enhance their business functions and decision-making process through the use of technology and information systems. Now, this report details how prior to the installation of IBM's Congos system, directors often had to wait up to 3 days for detailed figures of analysis of product sales and margin mix to be produced, leaving them unable to make real-time tactical decisions and test marketing promotions. Now, not only this, but the figures were often inaccurate because of the inevitable human error when they were being entered into Microsoft Excel. So the goal of IBM was to support Gold Medal's business growth, as you can see here, by enhancing their information's understanding and systems. So the solution, as I mentioned, was the IBM Congos. The key benefits: producing these daily analysis of product sales and margin mix that the directors so desperately needed, the reduction in the time, user-friendly interface, and breakdown of information, and all, of course, without that all-important human error. But all of this is useless unless the company's directors can actually see its benefit and use it to their advantage. As we can see, Steve Bacon, the finance director for the entire gold medal group, certainly agrees with his quote here. But how does NetFlights actually work on a day-to-day basis? How's it structured? Well, it's very simple, really. The entities are a supplier, a product, an order, an employee, a department, and the all-important customer. Now, one supplier can provide many products, one order will include many products, one customer can place many orders, one order will be handled by one employee. However, one employee can also handle multiple orders, one employee can deal with multiple customers, and one department contains multiple employees. It's very simple. So how's all this data recorded within NetFlight's own database? Well, here we've provided some sample information detailing these sorts of details by product, by supplier, by department, of which there are only 4 to handle each of the categories, by employee, by customer, and by order. Now, with our SQL queries, we've demonstrated here on the left-hand side of the screen exactly what the customer will see when trying to book a flight between Heathrow and Hong Kong, for example on the 10th of March, returning on the 17th of March. Now the database search, what actually goes through the computers, can be seen at the bottom of the screen. Similarly, with the results, to the top of the screen is exactly what the customer will see, detailing exactly what they want to know, and with the database it will be displayed like so at the bottom. For our second query, we've decided to show you a slight alteration in searches. Now, first off, we have London Gatwick to Copenhagen on the stated dates. Similar to the first, we can see the exact information mirrored in the database search here. And again, we see a result of Scandinavian Airlines and British Airways flying both of those flights, again mirrored in the database. However, what we wanted to show you, if a customer selects in the box marked airline British Airways, meaning they only want to travel on British Airways, the database searches, as you can see in the criteria, product airline, product, British Airways, and thus alters the results accordingly. Similarly with our third query, one way from London to Barcelona, business class, any airline, we can see the information mirroring exactly. We see the results come forwards. We have varying prices from around £410 to around £600. Now, what if the customer wants to change the price, as they have on the scale here at the bottom of the customer box, showing a maximum of £483 to be spent on the search? Again, we see the information mirrored in the database under the criteria. And here we see the altered search results in both cases for the customer and for the database. However, we do feel that NetFlights could be improved. For example, adding an "Are you flexible by 3 days" search option to find cheaper flights or hotels or cars very close to the time of their travel dates to keep up with the competitors. We would implement this. What we would also implement is a cheapest possible flights search for the desired month. Now this would be aimed at the traveller with a lot more time on their hands, a lot more options. They can search purely by price with a convenient bar graph listed by price and by date. As we can see, cheapest flights to take would be on the 5th and on around the 20th, 22nd of March. But not only that, we don't feel that NetFlights are taking full advantage of all the commercial availability to them. For example, if one were to book a flight between London and New York, they could easily team up with helicopter companies from New York that could organise flights, be it from JFK or from Manhattan, shuttle customers, an 8-minute flight over the city. And as you can see here as well from our prices, they can be done from around the $100 to $150 mark, and it is $60 to take a taxi. This is the sort of bolt-on sales that we think NetFlight should be picking up on and cannot afford to miss out on when companies like Apodo catch on to it. We thank you for listening to us and hope you've enjoyed it.